What's up, Throttle Squad? Wind and Wrench is here with another episode of Blowing Smoke. Episode 70.
70, yes.
Remember that? Because last week was 69.
Yes, it was.
Thanks for joining us again for our 70th episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed last week's. We had a special guest, Mr. Johnny Walker. If you haven't seen that, go check it out. And what are we talking about tonight, Mike?
Tonight we'll be talking about I know it's been done a couple times or more than a couple times on YouTube already, but we wanted to put our own little spin on it and what we think about the new Harley Davidson models coming out or that just came out. Actually, the event I think it was on last Monday. So so it's been about a week. I've been looking over some things past few days and pros and cons of them. Not just pros and cons, but like what we think about each one of them in particular. Some of the stuff that we are going to show was not in the virtual event. Now, if you did watch the virtual event, I do have some personal comments on that, but we'll get to that down here in a second. It was very rough.
Mike has feelings.
It was rough to watch. It just doesn't. It didn't make any sense the way they did it. To me personally, it didn't make any sense. But what we're going to go over is just not every model that they dropped, because most of them are repeats. I think we looked it up, there was 34 of them total. 34 models total for Harley right now. And that goes across all boards like Sportsters, Softails, Road Glides, Street Glides, Trikes, e-bikes, all that stuff. There's like 34 different models. So we're not going to go over all the models. We're just going to go over just the brand, like the brand new models just got released and that actually haven't been released yet. Again, we are back at the Wind and Wrenches bar. This was released a couple weeks ago, so if you like that, go ahead and drop a like on the video. If you don't like it, go ahead and drop a dislike on the video. We always get one every video, doesn't matter what it is. Speaking of videos, likes and dislikes, last week's video we put, or Friday's video I should say, because we do 2 videos a week, Monday and Friday. Friday's video we put, Annabelle got a new headlight.
She did.
So, I had a little glitch with that video that Craig texted me about, and I ended up going in, fixing it, and releasing that video.
Re-releasing?
Re-releasing that video within like a couple hours.
I don't even think it took you that long. Well, from when you first released it?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But, you need to put a headlight in a 98 Sportster Custom. Go check that video out.
Very easy.
Very, very easy.
We show you exactly
what we did. And after we did that, I was like, oh man, we could have filmed that a completely cooler, different way. But it is what it is. It's done now, and we'll move on from there.
It's already on the interwebs.
So getting into tonight's subjects for 2021 Harley Davidson models. Like I said, we are putting our own little spin on it, and we are going to use the TV, as you can see here. The first thing we're actually going to talk about should be pretty short. The new 131 motor coming out for Harley Davidson. This was not in the virtual event. This was not in the press release or the virtual event press release, whatever it's called. This is actually coming off of a website, totalmotorcycle.com. I forget what website. I had to look it up. I had to look up because from what I heard and then what I watched on the virtual event, that everything was not on the virtual event. That's why I went back and looked some stuff up. So I did look it up, and evidently this is something coming out here sometime this year for Harley. Is the new 131 motor. Biggest motor they have right now for production release, which they actually said that in the virtual event, is their biggest motor they have right now is the 117 motor. They did not say anything about this, but from what I could find in my research, says it's coming out sometime this year. Now, if it actually does come out this year or not, who knows?
I wonder why they wouldn't talk about it.
Yeah, it would make hey, more power, right? You want to put that out there, even if it even if it's on like a very select bike.
Yeah.
Blockhead's video. Blockhead actually built a 131 motor in his bike. go check out. Obviously, if you're watching us, you probably watch Blockhead too. So you've probably already seen his bike and the motor and everything that's in it. But yeah, supposedly this will be a new production motor coming out here shortly.
It's pretty.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a lot of motor. So, but obviously it's not going to have a stock clutch and a stock cam and stuff in it because it won't be able to hold it or push rods or anything. You have to have like the adjustable push rods and shit like that. The stock motor and stuff, or stock components won't hold up to the 131. You'd have to upgrade it right away. I'm pretty sure if they do release it, it's going to come already with the upgraded clutch and cams and stuff. So next thing, not that way, this way. There's new e-bikes. So new e-bikes that just dropped this year. Sorry, got ash on the table. These are the new kids bikes. This is the Iron E12, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, the Iron E12 and the Iron E16. New kids bike, what do they call these? Balance bikes? I think they're called balance bikes because they don't have pedals.
Oh.
So they're just kind of balance bikes, but it also has a little motor with it too. A little electric motor, obviously. I know my buddy at work, he got one of these for his kid, and he loves it. I think it was either a 2018 model or 2019 model, but I guess they're coming out 2 different versions of it now. We don't have kids. We'll never buy one. I know the price tag on these are a little hefty for a kid's bike. Pretty sure this one is $700 and this one is $750.
Hoo-wee!
Yeah.
You gotta really like your kid to get him something like that.
Yeah.
Jesus.
So, yeah, a little preview. So if you got kids, you want them to have a Harley, they can have their own Harley. A little balance bike. Next one we'll talk about, not that way again, Jesus. I don't know how well you can actually see this. This is about the only picture I could find of it online. Not the only picture I could find of it, but the only picture I could find quickly with the whole bike in it. Now, this is the Bronx. I believe it's the Bronx. Pretty sure it's the Bronx. Unless I got my pictures backwards, hold on. Yeah, this is the Bronx. The HD Bronx 975 and 1250. I'm pretty sure this is the 1250 model, just because of the size of it. 975 is probably going to be a little smaller. Now, what's this bike remind you of? What's this bike kind of look like?
Like compared to other bikes?
Yeah. What other model bike? Not Harley Davidson, but what?
I don't remember.
Italian bike. How about that?
Yeah,
starts with the D.
Ducati.
There you go. Now to me, this bike looks like a Ducati Monster. It looks like here, it looks like a Ducati Monster. Now, down in the comments, tell me if I'm crazy, but this thing looks like they model after Ducati Monster.
Yeah,
And again, this one was not released in the virtual event. I know it's kind of hard to see, especially probably for you since the TV's on an angle. I might throw a picture of this up on the screen real quick, but yeah, to me, this looks like a Ducati Monster. That's what they modeled it after. So it should be pretty fun bike to ride. I would say
it looks fun.
Why it wouldn't be? It's more of a crotch rocket style for Harley Davidson.
More sport bike looking.
Sporty looking bike for Harley Davidson. Like I said, they are going to have the 975 and the 1250. If you see me looking down here, it's because I took a few notes. Probably the first time that I've done this since we first filmed episodes 1 through 5.
Shit written down.
Yeah. But it's not scripted, I promise. It's just notes, so I remember what to talk about.
Do you remember what the price point is on this one?
I didn't see a price point on this because they did not actually release that in the virtual event. It's not actually out yet. So my guess, starting out, especially probably the 975, probably going to be around 18-ish. And then probably for the 1250, probably looking, I don't know, 20.
Yeah, that looks like a
22.
bike that they would ride in like Mission Impossible or something.
Mission Impossible, like, Fast and Furious.
Yeah, you see Tom Cruise on that, jumping out of a building window to a building roof or something.
Yeah.
That's what that bike looks like. It does look fun though.
Yeah. But like as soon as I saw this and I was looking these up, Ducati Monster is the first thing that popped in my head. I mean, you're not going to have a new style of bike every year. You won't be able to.
No.
So even if you do, you're gonna model, you're gonna see something else and model after that, or take certain features from that. And I think just the stance of this, they're taking certain features from the Ducati Monster. Now, I could be completely wrong. This could be a completely different ride style of the Ducati Monster. It could be everything completely different, but that's what it looks like to me. Now the next one, I do have some choice words on.
He's got some strong feelings.
Not strong feelings. Not necessarily strong feelings, but let's talk about this for a minute, a quick minute. So this is the new. There's no name for it. It's just called the Custom. So it's the Harley Davidson Custom. To me, they took the V-Rod, put a different exhaust on it, put a different tank on it, and called it a whole new bike. You know what a V-Rod looks like, right?
Yeah.
This looks like a V-Rod to me, just a different exhaust and a different tank.
This bike looks so uncomfortable.
Yeah, look how flat that seat is.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not entirely sure if this is the real tank. It kind of looks like the real tank because there might be like a little fill hole here. Now, I do know on the V-Rods that the tank was like a little, I think it was a 2.5 gallon tank under the seat. So you weren't riding very far with that at all. Yeah, but now, don't get me wrong. Again, a nice looking bike, but it just looks like they took the V-Rod and put a different tank on it and called it a Custom now. What do you, like, would you ride that?
That might be, I mean, I'd like to test ride it, but buying it, no, I would not.
Now again, I didn't look real hard as far as price points and stuff, but I'm guessing since it is a HD Custom, that is probably going to be up there in price, probably somewhere 25 and over. Now when we say simple numbers like that, we mean in the thousands, which I'm sure you guys already know that. It's going to be $2,500. There's no fucking way. Yeah, but
what do you think about it? Do you like it?
I like the style.
Yeah.
It's kind of what, brat bobberish. Not bobberish,
I mean,
but
like it's got
brat,
like the cafe looking back end and shit. That's
like a brat
cool.
cafe stylish going on. You know, a little mixture of both. But it's got all I see when I look at this bike is the V-Rod. That's all I see, and I can't unsee it after I thought about it. Now you know me, I'm not a huge Harley enthusiast. I don't know the bikes inside and out. I know a little bit about all bikes. You know, I'm a guy that knows a little about a lot, not a lot about a little. So I know the models somewhat, and this just looks like a V-Rod to me. So the next one, actually, I kind of like, and I probably would buy if I were to buy a Harley, a new Harley at least, besides a new Sportster, or not a new Sportster, but like a used Sportster. Mm-hmm. But the Street Boss.
The Street. I actually like those.
Street Boss Custom, whatever. I don't know if it's called a Custom or whatever. It's got a 114 motor in it though.
You saying Boss or Bob?
Street Bob.
Okay.
Bob. B-O.
I thought you said Street Boss.
Oh.
So, like, I've never heard of that one.
Again, if I were to go buy a brand new Harley, me already having a cruiser, I would want to go something more of this style.
I think same here. Either the Street or the Fat.
Fat Boy?
Like I like both of their styles. A little bit kind of like stripped down. I mean, I like bobbers and shit. So yeah, if I had to buy a brand new one, it'd probably be this one too.
But you could easily bob this one out. Easily. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's called a street bob, but like it's bobber style, but you could make it more your own.
Yeah.
Different exhaust, obviously, different air intake. Mm-hmm. Now, again, this was one that they did show on the virtual release, and this is one of the new paint schemes. It looks like, from what I could tell from the virtual event, that all their new paint schemes, they pretty much added in the Harley 1 and put it on everything.
Yeah. I don't like that.
No. Well, I'm not a skull person either, so when they put that Harley skull on these tanks,
I didn't like that either.
That looks stupid either. If you like this, let us know down in the comments below. But I mean, I'm not a big fan of it. And everything is to each their own. Like, everyone's going to like something different. But like I said, if I were to go to Harley right now and buy it off the showroom floor, one of these is probably what I'd pick up.
Yeah.
The next one, actually, they didn't show it. They talked about it in the beginning of the virtual event, and then they talked about it at the end of the virtual event. It wasn't showing at the virtual event, because I don't think it's done yet, but at the end of the virtual event, they said it was going to come out February 22nd. They're going to have another event. So you have one event to release like two new bikes, not even new bikes, just different styles of the same bike. And then you're going to have a whole nother event to release another bike like a month later. What? Why? I don't understand. Like, I mean, I guess Harley, you got the money to throw it around, right? Like,
why not?
You got the money, just throw the money around. But this is the one that it'd actually be between this one and this one, which this was probably kind of hard to see for you guys too. This is the Pan America. Now, I'm not much of a venture touring bike rider, but if I were to get into it and I had to walk into Harley and buy one off the showroom floor, it'd either be between the Street Bob or the Pan America when it comes out, because this is a pretty sick looking bike. Now, I do have some things on this bike. Let's see. How much does this thing weigh for an adventure bike? Now, you take the BMW, the Africa V-Twin, well, I already said BMW, but like the Suzuki adventure bikes, you take all the adventure bikes that they already have, right? Those are lightweight motors, or lighter weight motors. Now, we know Harley makes some heavy ass motors. Regardless, they're making some heavy ass motors, heavy ass bike. There has to be some weight cut in all the rest of this bike, right? They already did it. You can tell they did it with the spoke wheels. So that's some weight cut there. They don't have these. Well, these are probably the cast spoke wheels, but they're still spoke wheels. Those are actually the new spoke wheels too, for the that came on the Street Glide and the Road Glide, I believe too. But there has to be some other weight distribution, weight cut.
I wonder if with the frame too.
The frame probably has to be, the frame probably has to be made out of like carbon fiber or something somewhere or something. I think I got another picture. Yeah, all there's a better picture of it. That's one I wanted to show. But anyway, you get this big ass motor. Obviously, all your weight is dead center. Now, I will say at the end of their event, Jason Momoa was ripping this thing through the desert. Now, I know Jason Momoa is a big Harley rider. Mm-hmm. He's a big biker. But how much of that was like? Obviously, it was staged because they're gonna film him out in the desert ripping it out. But he's ripping this thing up and down like jumps and stuff, like hopping over little dunes and shit. Come on, like I know you're gonna be doing that, but this is like take across like the Mojave Desert type shit. Yeah, like you're gonna take this, you're gonna go. I want to see how much this bike weighs when they drop it. I want to see how much it weighs.
So there was no specs for this. They just showed video of it.
Yeah. So.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You do like this one then?
I do kind of like it. I dog Harley, right? And it's not because I don't like them. I just it's Harley. You got a Harley? Oh yeah, what kind of Harley you got? Black. Oh, imagine that. It's a black Harley. Yeah. There's nothing special about it. It's a Harley. But I do like this. I do like how they're moving. They're moving towards different styles. Yeah. Obviously, everybody was shocked when the fucking when we kept saying LimeWire.
I saw that in the video.
LiveWire. We're downloading music from the bike. LimeWire. I don't know, some of you kids might be too young for that shit.
All the viruses we put on our computers from LimeWire. Yeah.
But I know everybody like tripped when Harley released the LiveWire, and how everybody's like, oh, no one's gonna buy that, no one's gonna blah, 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 no one's gonna write it because it doesn't sound like Harley, but they're buying them. Yeah. No, it's a $30,000 bike and they're buying them. What? Jesus. $30,000 bike for 200, 300, 250 miles, whatever it is. We had the discussion
on the last video.
Gasoline. and electrical bikes. If you haven't seen that yet, go back and
That
watch
was
that.
last week's Blowing Smoke.
It was last week. So
Episode 69.
yeah, go back and watch that video. It won't be up at the end of the video 'cause
Yeah.
it's different. Go back and watch that video. We had a whole discussion over that, and we can go over that again if you guys want to. We can do some more research on that. If you do want to see us do that, go down in the comments and let us know. But yeah, so I think that's it.
Was that the last one?
That's the last one. So like I said, we were just going over the new models. And obviously they got their whole new paint scheme and all that stuff. So let's go over this virtual event real quick. Okay, so they went over, it's 40 minutes long. 40 minutes long. The first little bit of it was the CEO talking. And then the next bit was going over the CVO models, and then it was going over the Road Glide and Street Glide, and then it was going over the Street Bob, and then they went into apparel, and then they went into the Jason Momoa thing at the end of it.
Oh.
Now, I will admit, 90%, not 90%, I'll say, okay, 85% of this fucking virtual event was talking about, oh, check out this new paint job. Look at this new paint job. Look at that new paint job. No one cares. No one cares about your paint. We want to see the new models. Okay, cool. The only guys that care about the new paint are the old rich guys that's going to go buy a fucking, go on the showroom floor, plop down fucking 50 grand for their new Road Glide CVO and say, hey, I want that color just to sit in my garage and look cool. I don't care about colors. Now, they do have some, that one color, what was it? The bronze something?
Bronze armor.
Bronze armor or something, whatever it's called. I will admit, when you put that on the Road Glide,
You got a little boner for it.
a little sexy. That, it was on the Road Glide or the Street Glide. Looks pretty damn good. I'm a bagger guy, so I mean, obviously you guys know that. But it looks really good. Now, all the, speaking of the Road Glides and Street Glides, all the new models are going to have the M8s. So the Milwaukee 8 motors, 117s motors. And the Road Glide, Street Glide, and Road King Specials are all going to have the 114 motors. So that's a little, in case you're out there shopping around too. And then the Fat Boy, that was the new thing that popped up in the virtual event too, the new Fat Boy. It's not a new Fat Boy, it's just a restyle Fat Boy. They added more chrome to it, that's pretty much all they did. Literally, in the virtual event, that's what they talked about.
Really?
Okay, here's the Fat Boy from, I think it was released in 1991. Here's the Fat Boy with the solid wheels, and here's some more chrome. Have a good day. Give me fucking 35 grand or 40 grand or whatever it is for that bike.
Now you have to try twice as hard to keep this bike looking clean.
Yeah.
With all the goddamn chrome.
Oh my goodness, everything. And we talked about this a little bit before we started filming, but another thing in their virtual event was they kept saying, oh, new Harley's this, new Harley's that, paint this, paint that, and then they come out and said, oh, we got a new Stage 2 audio system. What the hell is a Stage 2 audio system?
You got me.
My dad sitting here just talking so much and that cigar went out. The hell?
Yeah, I have no idea.
Harley. I don't know if I'm just a fucking idiot.
Did they, wait, this was during the virtual?
This is during the virtual event.
They didn't go into it like?
No. They said, hey, here is the CVO models with the upgraded Stage 2 audio system. Either I'm a complete fucking idiot, never heard of it, or I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I ain't never heard of goddamn fucking Stage 2. Stage 2 audio system. What's the Stage 1? Upgraded speakers? What's Stage 2? Add an amp to it? That has to be it. That has to be. So I'm out here. You do a Stage 1 performance to your bike, right? Stage 1 is exhaust and air filter, right? That's Stage 1? Yeah, Stage 1, exhaust and air filter. Right, you put a different exhaust on it, you put an air filter on it. Stage 2, now you're going into cams, tuner, exhaust, and air filter. And then stage 3, stage 4, blah, 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 so on and so forth. You know, keep adding a couple little things in there, swapping out for a better performance piece, right? Audio? Oh, yeah, you can hear it going down the road. Yeah. I put a couple, I don't know.
It really got him.
It really got me on this one, Harley. Really got me. Now, again, take everything I'm saying with a grain of salt. Bash me down in the comments. Dislike this video. I don't give a shit. It just doesn't make any sense to me. You're going to do this virtual event, right? For 40 minutes for 40 minutes long, fucking 32 minutes of that is talking about your paint jobs. Nobody cares about. Show me the specs of the bike. Show me what the bikes can do. So, like I said, a lot of that was about the paint jobs, and another portion of that was about other people that they gave these new bikes to. It was like, hey, go ride this, let me know what you think. Of actual bikers. That part was cool. You give it to an actual biker, you let them ride it, and now here's my story on why I ride it.
Yeah.
They didn't even go over why they like the bike. They were just, hey, yeah, Harley gives me the freedom of the open road and blah, blah, blah. That's cute. It does it for everybody. Any bike. You can do that for any bike. You have a bicycle. You can go out and ride a bicycle on the open road. I know I'm blabbering about this on this episode. It's just some of these things don't make no goddamn sense to me. Just don't. They really don't.
So you guys should let us know if you watched the virtual release and what you guys thought of it, your opinions.
Yeah.
What bikes you liked, which ones you didn't, if you cared about the color or not. Let us know. Let's get talking about it.
Which no one does. No one gives a shit about color. Like I said, I want to know the performance, like the parts of it. What did you change? Did you change the seat? Did you change the ride height? Did you change this? Did you change the cams?
The specs. We want the specs of everything, man.
I don't give a shit about your paint job, Harley. And then they're going to throw another virtual event on the 22nd. I think it's the 22nd of February to release
for this one, right? Yeah.
They're doing a whole other global event. Just release this one bike. Make your event. Take out all your paint job bullshit. Take out all your, where you gave this person a bike to tell you that you can explore the open road on the Harley. Take all that shit out. Replace all that with specs on the bikes that you actually just released. And put this thing in there. There's your hour long. Even if you made it an hour and a half, people still watch it. They're still going to watch it.
Yeah, it's Harley.
Put this thing in there. Let us know. Don't do a whole nother global event. I'll probably watch it. I know I'll watch it. Because I want to see it. But
they're doing.
You're going to do a whole global event. I'm pretty sure they'll probably add in something else. They might release the 131 motor in that too.
That's what I was thinking.
So, we'll see. Anyways, that's enough rambling for us, or for me at least. It's enough rambling about Harley Davidson. Let us know, like Craig said, let us know your thoughts and comments.
Which bikes did you like? Which ones didn't you like?
Down there in the bottom.
Yeah.
We do have videos coming up. The next video coming up on Friday. Not sure what it is yet. Because we already Bose. I'll release that one this week. Bose motor video. We did a whole video, quick, probably I think it's 8 to 10 minutes. It took that long, going over the motor for Bo and how.
The one we. Oh, okay.
The one we just filmed.
Yeah. Okay.
So we just did. It's probably 8 to 10 minutes long, but there's a lot wrong with that motor, and I went over as much as I could of it in the video. So that will be released on Friday. So stand by for that. Check that out. We are trying to get into a little more diverse set of videos and stuff like that. Trying to do different things.